Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond Dafeet. My name's Josh if you don't know so already, and yes, it's been a while since we've uploaded. That's why I wanted to jump on, let you guys know what's going on. As you remember, probably a couple months ago, I made a video being like, we're going to upload at least twice a week, going to get heaps of content for you guys, and we were doing that. We were really hyped about it, and then unfortunately, I went and ruptured my ACL. Yes, that's right, I blew out my knee. For those of you guys who don't know what an ACL is, it's pretty much the ligament behind your knee that holds everything straight, enables you to be able to run, move side to side, and without it, you're not stable at all, essentially. As well as that, I also tore my meniscus, so I've been in a whole bunch of pain, and unfortunately, for the great content we make you guys, I am on a skateboard, rolling around, bending around, getting all those low angles on Kez when he is running, and unfortunately we haven't really been able to make as much content. Yes, Kez is still able to make content, and he did drop that video recently on the New Balance shoes. If you haven't checked that, make sure you do so. It just takes a lot more time when it's one person, and obviously working a full-time job himself, he hasn't been able to get out as much content as he'd want. Are we going to be uploading regularly again? I do believe so. I do think that will happen at some stage. For myself personally, I'm just looking at trying to get this rehab sorted, and I'm more than happy to take you guys on that journey as well. For people that have done an ACL in the past, I noticed previous videos that I've been looking up, trying to work out whether I'm at the right stage of my progression or of my rehab. The content hasn't been that great, essentially. It's either filmed on an iPhone or they're just not explaining stuff very well. So that's why I did want to jump on board with this and kind of give you guys an insight to my rehab, what I'm going through, how the pain's feeling, the exercises I'm doing, and then hopefully get back to running and take you guys on that journey as well. Again, I was never a really good runner, but I did enjoy it. It was something I used to clear my mind when I was going through some tough times, and now being stuck inside, not being able to do much, it is really difficult. So that's why I want to make this video, take you guys along that journey. Let me know in the comments if you do enjoy it. If you don't, that's cool. Click off. I understand a lot of people subscribe because they want to know more about running shoes, and that's totally sweet. If you guys aren't enjoying this, I won't pursue it. For those guys who do want to know about an ACL reconstruction and the rehab that is involved with that, I'd really like to show you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the content. Let's jump into it. Alright, so to start off, going to pretty much show you what my knee looks like now, and then I'll also put up a photo of what my knee looked like pretty much straight post-op. To give you a little bit of background, I did rupture the ACL about 2 months ago, and then I got the operation about 2 weeks ago. So this is 2 weeks post-op currently, what you're looking at right now, and then the photo that you can see was pretty much the day after or the couple days after. As you can see, there was a lot of swelling and a fair bit of bruising. Now it's just more so a bit of bruising and this a little bit of swelling around the top of the kneecap there, so not near as bad as what it was. One of the biggest things the physio and also the surgeon talks about post-op, as well as the nurses, is just about range of movement. So they're not really trying to get you to be able to walk straight away as such. It's more so just being able to straighten the knee is one of the biggest things, and then also engaging the quad. Now for me personally, straight after the operation, as well as probably the first week, I was getting a lot of calf pain. Now with that, I would like to stress, if you do get calf pain post-operation, to go back into the hospital and get checked. Only because there can be a possibility of a DVT, pretty much a blood clot in your calf. Now it's rare, and I didn't have it. I ended up getting the pain, got an ultrasound, and it was clear. It was all sweet. It was just a trauma post-operation. I had a ton of bruising around my calf. You can still probably see a little bit of it here. Best to err on the side of caution. They weren't annoyed at me for going back in. It is something that can happen, so keep that in mind. Overall with the pain, it was probably like 10 times worse than my collarbone, to be honest. Now that's not saying that if you've done your ACL, don't get a reconstruction, because I do think this will be beneficial. I'll get back to you on that in a month or a couple months time when I'm up walking around and running around. But pretty much to give you a bit of an idea of what it's feeling like now, it doesn't hurt when I'm just sitting or kind of getting around the crutches. When it does hurt is if I clench my foot in the wrong way, or I do try and overuse it. I try and move in a certain way that I shouldn't. The knee just kind of feels like it locks up, and that's more so protecting. It is actually very hard to re-rupture an ACL unless I start jumping around and things like that. In terms of just stretching it out, it's very unlikely that I'm going to actually re-injure it. So it's more so just a mental thing. So pretty much straight out of operation, I was encouraged to walk around with both crutches, using the leg as well. Not just kind of skipping a leg as you do with the crutches, but walking it and more so using the crutches as a bit of a guidance. Now, in my most recent physio appointment, he's pretty much dropped me down to one crutch, excluding when I have to get up and down stairs. If you guys want to know how to get up and down stairs, I'm more than happy to film that as well. So just, drop a comment down there. At the moment, it'll probably be a bit harder. I have to wait till the wife's home or Kez is over to be able to film that. But with the exercise at the moment, the biggest thing for myself, I'm actually a little bit behind. So 2 weeks post-op, ideally you should probably already be able to do this. I can't, and the physio pretty much said that's fine. Some people start a little bit slow with it, and that's just because I haven't engaged my quad for about 2 months previous to the operation. So everything right now is about straightening out the knee. Now, not doing that through pushing through the heel, it's more so about engaging the quads. So pressing as hard as you can, or tensing the quads essentially, to be able to straighten your knee. And then eventually I want to be able to straighten my knee. Now essentially, once I'm able to do that, I'll be able to walk around a lot more comfortable and then start getting into the funner exercises like squatting, lunging, and then getting back to lifting weights, and then eventually running as well. Of my exercises, honestly, there's only like 2 or 3. The other ones I have to do as well are also calf raises, and then also a couple bridges as well. And that's just to build up strength in the calves, and then also just to engage the hamstrings a little bit more as well. As for myself, I did get a hamstring graft when they reconstructed the ACL, so they took a little bit of my hamstring and pretty much used that to create a new ligament. Now, I do stress with an ACL reconstruction, again, I'm not a doctor. Speak to your doctor or your GP, surgeon, whoever, if you do get an ACL done. But I have been told at that kind of 8 to 10 week mark, I'll feel like I can run and I can get back to everything. But that's when the graft is actually at its weakest. So it's just important to take your time with it. For me personally, I won't be going back to any kind of full-on sport. I used to play rugby league. I won't be going back to that for about a full year. Same with a bit of basketball, things like that. I'll be more so taking up golf around that 6-month mark and just, try and take a little bit easier on the body, so to speak. But yes, for those of you who have done an ACL and you're watching this video, I'll probably say the biggest thing is trying to stay positive. For me, I've been struggling with that 100%. But just make sure you got good friends around you. Try to talk to people as much as you can about what you're feeling. Yes, it's sore. It's probably one of the most painful things I have experienced, and I smashed the crap out of my collarbone. If you look back at some of the old videos, I'm actually in a sling. So yes, sleeping is not the funnest thing. I've found a pillow between the knees and sleeping on my side is the easiest way to do it. And during the day, I'm not too sore. One of the things I haven't been doing that I do need to do more is just keep it straight when I'm just sitting at home around the couch and things like that. When I'm on the PlayStation playing that, I tend to have it bent because it is more comfortable. After watching a lot of videos and then also talking to the physio on Monday, it's best to kind of have it up with a pillow up under your heel and then just some ice on the knee to keep that comfortable as well. So using gravity to be able to straighten it out, and then also with the exercises to be able to engage the quads, and then hopefully that will get you going. For those of you who are just watching, if you haven't done an ACL just because you're a subscriber or whatnot, I do appreciate you so much. Again, apologies for not uploading regularly, but yeah, just got a bit going on with life, and thought I'd keep you updated. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and we do appreciate you so much. That's it from Beyond Dafeet. Cheers.